Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, welcome to your February Tarot forecast. It looks like a lot of money is coming for you. It looks like a lot of new opportunities and expansion, which is beautiful because we have all of the planets now moving forward. So you have an opportunity to really reestablish yourself in a lot of new ways. And I don't think that they're all like brand new ways. I think that a lot of these new things that you're now taking more action and more focus on building and creating are things you've been thinking about for some time now, but maybe you didn't have the right level of confidence or excitement or whatever. But Pluto is now in Aquarius, and Aquarius is a fixed energy. You, Leo, are also a fixed energy. So you're gonna be feeling a lot of power, sort of influencing your next 20 years really, because this is a big cycle. Pluto in Aquarius is helping you reinvent yourself, reinvent your mindset, your stories, your perspective, how you communicate to the world around you, and most importantly, how you communicate to yourself. So what you think about yourself, how you speak to yourself. I feel like a lot of you have maybe been, I'm hearing just like really harsh on yourself, or really overly judgmental on yourself, or on some of the mistakes that you've made. But like, you either win or you learn something. So technically you're always benefiting because you're winning, which is a benefit, or you're learning about something that you don't want, or how to not do something or whatever. So I think that there's a lot of you who are going through this like internal process connected to like a deeper healing, and that deeper healing is allowing you to like forgive yourself for some things that have maybe happened in the past. I feel like maybe there were some relationships that, I don't know, you didn't properly manage yourself or your expectations, or it was maybe a work thing or family, friends, whatever. It doesn't matter how it's showing up, but it's like some regrets. And I think that when you focus on the regrets, when you focus on what's not working, when you focus on what you could have changed, it's like, that's good, because like you're showing signs of caring about yourself and your well-being and how to improve. So that's beautiful, but you don't need to fixate on it. You don't need to like always live with that story in the back of your mind. Or for a lot of you, because I have a 10 of coins here reversed, so I feel like some of you, especially with this Queen of Swords, so especially with this Queen of Swords, it's like you didn't get the proper either attention, or your needs were not fully met, or you didn't have a parent or both of your parents who had the emotional either intelligence or the emotional maturity or the spiritual maturity to know how to properly manage you, or to help you manage yourself. I feel like there was a lot of you who maybe it didn't show up in your family, maybe it showed up in an early relationship and that left a program in your mind. But at some point, and for a lot of you, this is from the family or the generations before you, you're now breaking free from these old ideas that maybe like money is hard, it's challenging, like scarcity mindset, or that you are not lovable, or that there's something just innately wrong with you, or whatever, that you're like, quote unquote, you're too needy or whatever. And it's like, no, you just have experienced connections in your life at some point. And I feel like it was at an earlier age, or in a, an early relationship. And it was like, these people couldn't match your needs. That doesn't mean that you're too needy. It means that you are in the wrong environment. And I feel like because you are asking for something, you needed something from this relationship, this job, this family member, this friend, whatever. You needed something, and that person couldn't give it to you. They weren't capable, they didn't have the knowledge, they didn't have the capacity to actually handle that kind of relationship. But when you are a kid, for example, or if you're in an early relationship and you're a teenager or you're a young adult, it's like, we oftentimes don't have the capacity to disconnect from our experience and zoom out and see that that other person, it's their issue, it's their insecurity, it's their incapacity or inability to do something and it's on them, but we make it about us. And like, Leo, I love you, but not everything's about you, bitch, okay? It's like, come on, even the bad things, you know? So it's like, just because another person couldn't, like your boss, they can't give you a promotion or a raise. Like maybe they actually can't afford it because maybe the company is like, you know, it's kind of going down or it's not really like raking in the cash or whatever. But you make it about you. It's like, oh, I'm not worthy of a raise or I'm not worthy of my needs being met. It's like, no, your parents, your caretakers, your relationships, whatever. You're just in a relationship with another person who can't provide you with that because they actually don't know how. Probably because before them, they experienced something similar and like the people before them didn't know how to give them what they need. So then they passed that experience to you and they project it onto you and whatever. So my point is now I'm seeing that a lot of you are breaking free from these old psychological, like the psychological foundations and structures, these old belief systems and established ways of thinking. It's like, it's done. And, or at least now you're starting to notice it. And when you notice something, and this has been happening to me a lot lately, I'm also an air sign, okay? I'm a Gemini, so there's a lot of air activation right now because Pluto in Aquarius is very fucking powerful, deeply transformative. And we have the South Node in Libra. So the South Node in Libra is letting go of our old relationship dynamics. It's like how we are involved in relationships, what we expect, what we need, how we show up, how we self-sacrifice, how we like water down our needs so that we can match other people, or we pretend that we don't have needs and then we feel like unsatisfied in relationship, whatever. All of that bullshit that we've been doing up until now, it's like, it's done. We need to stop doing that. We need to stop acting like that. And with the North Node in Aries, this is an opportunity for us to, I'm gonna get to the money thing soon, okay? Because I can feel some of you being like, didn't you say that we're gonna get some money? It's like, yes. So it's like with the North Node in Aries, this is an opportunity for your identity to re-emerge and for you to stand in your power in a new way. How do you do that? You need to examine your thinking. So Pluto in Aquarius, I have a Pluto in Aquarius workshop. Go watch it after this, or at least watch the Aquarius season workshop, because Aquarius season and Pluto in Aquarius are both, you know, one and the same, so to speak, because Aquarius right now is teaching us, and Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years will be teaching us how to empower ourselves through our belief systems, because what we believe about ourselves is what we feel. What we feel is what we emit. So our frequency is connected to how we feel, and how we feel is connected to the stories we tell ourselves about ourselves. So it's time for these old stories to be let go of and cleared out. It's time for you to stop investing and engaging in relationships and habits and behaviors that continue to create those same old stories, because they're not supporting your emotions, which means they're not supporting your manifestations. You will continue to attract things that you believe in the subconscious mind. But if what you believe in the subconscious mind is not good, then the things that you continue to bring in and bring in and bring in are negative things that continue to support these old stories that you're not good enough, you'll never have enough money, that you're not worthy, etc. So this is how we bring it all together for this change. You need to focus on reinventing your mindset. Aquarius season is going to teach you how to do that. Go watch the workshop. You can pay whatever you want. It's literally donation based. So don't be fucking lazy. If you're still here, it's because what I'm saying is making sense. So do something with this energy, okay? When we're done here, go watch the workshop. Pay whatever you want. Now, Aquarius season is teaching you how to believe in yourself more. Why? Because when we believe in ourselves, we feel better about ourselves. And when we feel better, our feelings are connected to our emotions. Our emotions are connected to our frequency and what we emit out, like a radio signal. That is how we call things in energetically. This is like the laws of the universe. So, When you start to feel better in your body, in your mind, in your emotions, you start to radiate out a higher frequency. That calls in higher opportunities. Some of these higher opportunities that are coming in, Ace of Cups, the Sun, I have an 8 of Coins here, okay? I have the Empress here. This is big. These are big opportunities, big connections. These can lead to a lot of new self-expression. And this is your card. You are ruled by the Sun, okay? So this is saying when you find your flow, you will find more satisfaction showing up and being yourself. I know, a Leo loving themselves even more than now, like come on, right? It's like the world's gonna implode. I'm just like, but with this Ace of Cups, it's like you have so much, and you know what's actually funny? I just wanna pause that for 1 second because they're showing me something. It's like some of you, because you're Leos, you want to show up and you have this confidence and you have this level of like, I know I'm that like badass bitch, like look at me go, you know? But there are some subconscious programs in there that are actually like, you don't really believe that. You don't really believe that about yourself. Not fully. Maybe you put on the mask, maybe you act it, maybe you show up and you play the part, you're playing a role, but there's a part of you that is still hurt and wounded. And very soon, the North Node will connect with Chiron, which is a deeply transformative and healing like aspect in astrology. And the North Node is connected to fate and destiny and what we're doing and how we arrive. So with this new identity emerging, it's not going to emerge without pain points coming up so that we can clear them. So what you are now clearing is these old belief systems in the mind, these old programs, and we're getting rid of them because yes, maybe you're confident, maybe you show up, maybe you look good, feel good, but it's like in the back of the mind for some of you, sometimes there's this energy of like imposter syndrome. There's an energy of like I'm doing all of this because I'm a little bit scared that maybe I'm not actually gonna be fully accepted, or I'm not actually, it's like a little bit of like we're over the top because we're like trying to like compensate for something. It's like, I'm feeling lax somewhere, so I'm trying to add other things to razzle and dazzle. And it's like, you don't need to do that anymore. You'll still be, I mean, you're a Leo, so you're born to shine. Like you'll still be looking good, smelling good, making all that money, but it's gonna be from a different place. And when you show up from that new place, it's a healthier vibration, which attracts more expansive opportunities. Like Jupiter is moving forward in Taurus. Taurus is also a fixed energy. So you have, again, deep power and transformation connected to expansion and abundance. And all of that is connected to this Ace of Cups and you showing up in your motherfucking truth, being that Empress bitch that you are. So that Empress is waiting for the universe to bring. The Empress is not out there chasing things because they're desperate. No, the Empress knows that everything that they deserve will come in time if they're patient, and they're attracting it. So you are really shifting how you see yourself and shifting your emotions, your feelings. This is gonna come through new habits and behaviors and belief systems, etc. So practice that. But overall, all of that shit leads to, I have a Knight of Cups here also, Ace of Cups. It's like new opportunities for expansion, new love, creative expression. Like there's a lot of big things coming for you. So don't self-abandon, don't self-sabotage. We're done here. Go watch the Aquarius season workshop and the Pluto in Aquarius workshop. And I'll see you very soon, Leo. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Send it to a friend, share it on your Instagram. These are free. I show up for you literally every fucking month. So support me back, send it out, let people know where to find me, and I'll see you very soon. I love you. Ciao. Grr, bitch.